In this video I will explain how to program a port of a node. I will not go into detail with soft patching. Please watch the Advanced Programming Network Items video for that. Now let's get started. First, select the node you want to program in the network item list. Then move to the property grid. Expand the port you want to program. In the type field you can disable the port or set the direction to input or output. If set to input, the input mode field will show up. Here you can choose between disabled, normal or backup. If set to normal or backup, the universe field will appear. Here you can select the universe you want this port to add to your network. If you select backup in the input mode field, this port will only add this universe to your network if it's not already online or has disappeared. As soon as it sees the same universe from a different sender on the network, it will stop sending this universe to the network. Now let's set the type field to output. For the output mode, we have the following options. Disabled means that no data will be outputted as this port. If set to out 0, a valid dmX signal will be outputted, but sending all values at 0. Single is the most used option. This outputs just a single universe. If set to priority, the primary universe will be outputted. If the primary universe is not available, the secondary universe will be outputted. If the secondary universe is also not available, the tertiary universe will be outputted. If set to HTTP, the output is a HTTP merge from the primary, secondary and the tertiary universe. Soft patch is discussed in the Advanced Programming Network Items video. We can select the universe we want to output at the selected port in the primary field. Here we have more options. In the rate field you can set the dmX frame rate. Sync means that the frame rate of the output is synchronized with the sender of this universe. 40, 33 and 25 frames per second are fixed frame rates. Safe means a low frame rate and a longer break for every dmX packet. Bad designed fixtures can have problems with the other options. Safe syncs means a longer break for every dmX packet, but synced with the sender. In the resend field, you can set the universe to send the output of this port back to the network. You might use this for ArtNet to streaming ACN conversion or the other way around, or if you have a complicated soft patch which you need at more places. Then there is the hold field. This indicates the way the dmX is handled if the universe disappears from the network. Always means that it will continue to output the last received data. The rest of the options will continue to output the last received data for the time selected and then stop sending dmX packets. The last option is the RDM mode. If set to disabled, no RDM communication will take place. If set to get on refresh, all sensor values will be loaded if their refresh button is clicked. If set to get automatically, all sensor values will be loaded once they are detected. To send all the settings to the nodes, press the Update Network Items button in the toolbar. If there are no changes for any of the nodes, the text below this button will be red and the button is disabled. If there are changes, this button will be enabled and the text will be green. This button will update all of the changed nodes. You don't need to press it after changing a port or a node, but you can press it when you're done editing all the nodes. Here you can see that ArtNet Universe 5 is now online, with the DimCity node as its sender. This is the resend we just configured. The new detected universe also shows up in the log window. There is also a much faster way to configure ports of a node, using shortcuts. Just click at the node field and type in I,1. This means input normal universe 1. This also works for programming outputs. Just type in O,S3 and it will output a single universe streaming ACN 3. Typing in O,Z will set the output to output 0. If you type in the minus sign, it will disable this port. As you can see in the toolbar, the text below the Update Network Items button has changed from red to green. This means there are updates available for the nodes. We can also edit the name of the node, which will show up in the nodes display. Furthermore, we can add a node, which will show up in the network item list. There are also some settings for the device on the plan view. These will not affect the node's configuration. There are settings for color and position. The position will be automatically updated if you have been dragging the item around, but you also can set a position and the object will move to that position. With the color picker, you can pick any color you like. The network item will use this color for the plan view. In the category Node Information, there are some more settings. You can lock the node so it cannot be modified with the buttons on the node itself. Also, you can set the backlight. This is the end of this video. Please watch the rest of the videos for a detailed feature explanation.